today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners are 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Rodgers now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them. On the move his left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture of the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
On play action, now Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers steps away to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And this is caught. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes... This job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Tyler. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put...
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then you got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run, not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Tyler. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's got this down to the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Tyler. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Tyler. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD.
Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession.
To try again after the pick-6. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Harris. Powers through. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals offense returns to the field.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
On 2nd and 7.
Burrow, he finds his man complete. It's Tyler.
I I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow, he finds his man, complete. That's Tyler. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
McPherson on for the point after.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He'll drop this one down to Mixon,
and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. The 20.
You know they pay me extra.
And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. No, I guarantee you, it's not good.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they will throw it with Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tyler. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and 7. Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 19. And now the rookie's free. 30. 10.
You know what? Why don't you just start
And
over?
he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Cincinnati. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. And this is a blowout so far. Now Burrow loses the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 39. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. There he goes left side. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know...
I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll run on first down. Harris. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down at 4.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Rodgers buying time to his left. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work up. Return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new.
Pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. To try again after the sack. Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll get that one to Carter complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Carter. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Tyler. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Burrow will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your... eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A final shot now for Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles.